When I read the PK guidelines, it said I was supposed to tell my story, and the theme was crafting. I looked up crafting, and it said exercising skill to make something. That's creativity, right? When I'm gone and people tell my story, I'd like them to say, she was a creative woman. The two creations I've enjoyed the most was working with my husband to create a happy, healthy home. And this, little did I know that this pick, which ended up in the U.S. News and World Report, was the beginning of 25 years of a whole new level of creativity I could never have imagined and still struggle to stay ahead of today. REM. It's been happening all around you for almost 25 years. Perhaps you've been part of it. Perhaps you've been part of something you didn't know was REM. REM, revitalizing the energy in me. We are building democracy in America, ladies and gentlemen, starting right here in Maine. The REM stage of sleep. Experts tell us that that's the most creative human mind state. I say no. The most creative human mind state is a Waterville Opera House stage full of these people, your people, perhaps you, wide awake, sharing ideas, ideas sparking ideas, and almost atomic energy. In 1995, they worked for 3 days. They had a commonly held vision and a plan. They will go on to build a new democratic process. They'll call it consensual democracy, no voting, keep everybody on the team, no parties, no taking sides, civility, welcoming our diversity as our greatest strength. They named me the dream catcher. The dreams of our people fuel the work of REM. REM rules are that when someone shares the dream and asks to be a REM community initiative, REM's job is to bring every energy possible to help them succeed. They become a 501c3 and under REM's umbrella and have the full use of all that REM has. REM is a totally volunteer organization. 2 divisions of volunteer teams work to support the initiatives, making it possible for initiative volunteers to concentrate on their particular mission. Oops. The REM Craft Fair this October, whoops. Uh-oh. All right, I'm going to go real fast. REM is all around you. Have you ever walked the Kennebec-Messalonskee Trail? Kennebec Trails were born in REM and eventually became a nonprofit on their own. There are about 48 miles of trails tying together our town and attracting people who care about trails to move to our community. The REM Craft Fair, yay. This October 26th and 27th at Champions brings crafters from all over Maine. Can you imagine how long it would take you to go to them, all 50 of them? And I have to tell you, some of them live on islands. Gingerbread Mania attracts families who like to celebrate holidays by decorating gingerbread house to take home. I'm told they often don't last until that special day. They sometimes mysteriously disappear. I love the way the fathers play and get in it. REM has always been about convening community around community issues. Our partnership with the Colby Civic Engagement Program combines their power to convene community and REM's to help move those discussions to supported community action. Colt Seegers began his work in REM at the age of 10. He attended REM board meetings with his mom, Karen Giles. At 11, he decided he'd start his own initiative. He called it Lego Mania. He collected Legos from people's attics and created exciting things with other kids at his Lego Mania events. I loved watching Colt grow. His creative, intelligent mind was reflected in his creations. He inspired other children and shared his knowledge. I loved watching the faces of families gathered on Main Street, clustered around a creation their child had brought them there to see. I loved his Talk to the Animals initiative, which was to give city kids a chance to meet and learn about the animals that feed and clothe them. And then there was his REM Delta Prime Robotics Initiative. He was growing, you see. That was at first, and he and his mom, and then 1 year later, 25 members building robots and competing all over New England. Competing with more than 300 applicants last year, Colt won the Innovative Fellowship at the University of Maine, Orono, where he's majoring in mechanical engineering technology, minoring in innovative technology, and still does computer designs for the REM robotics teams. Dreams fuel our jets and build our futures. Legos and robots and computer programs involve crafting and creativity, as does theater. The REM initiative, Out and Allied Youth Theater, is a troupe of young artists who use the theater to share their stories, build community, and address issues of social justice. REM has planted seeds of hope. These stories are just a few of the stories going on in REM all around you. The community directory outside will help you get to know more of them. Consensual democracy grows every day. Many have worked hard for over a quarter of a century to plant seeds and bring the hope of future to you. The young will own the future we build together. So they need to be part of the visioning and the work. Imagine what 600 people could do if we joined 1,200 hands under the REM umbrella to bring our dreams of a community where people thrive, sharing our ideas, experiencing the love of Maine and each other. Imagine that. No matter what is happening around us, we can build our community on our dreams. REM's worked. I've lived it. I want it to be there for you too. Without you, we'll be less. Use the Imagine That piece out front on the directory to create your membership community connection. There's so many ways you connect. I think you'll be surprised. Thank you.